literally look like a flag. This would be the pole, and this would be the flag. Okay? Anytime you break above that white line, it is bullish. Now, he wants to look at the unusual options activity on the 20 strike January the 23rd. So to pull up options, we're going to go to all products. And what you guys are looking at now, and if you haven't learned options, this is pretty advanced. He's looking at the January 23 options, and he's looking at the 20 strike. Now, the 20 strike, guys, has 16,000 contracts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of it so that you guys can see it, which is wild. All right. That you guys see it up close, because I don't want to. Let's see if I can pull that up. Hold on. Let me see my tools. Is it going to let me do it? I know I can do it during my other lives. It might not let me do it, so I'm going to have to blow up my screen. Hold on. Tools. Yep, it's not letting me do it, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this picture up so that you guys can see it. And what he's looking at right here, guys, y'all see under where it says Millionaire Challenge? Y'all see that number, that 16,000? Can you guys see that? But it says 16,000 right there underneath where it says Millionaire Challenge. If you go up top, you're going to see volume. All right, let me pull it down low so that you guys can see it. So you guys are going to look straight underneath this Millionaire Challenge. You're going to see something that says volume. All right, and underneath that volume, you're going to see 16,000 contracts. You're going to see a whole bunch of different contracts, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000. But sticking out like a sore thumb is 16,000 contracts. That's unusual options activity. Why is that 10 times bigger than everything else? We don't know. So what I tell people is that we have the chance to see insider trading even though we're not actually doing it. Somebody may have a tip, somebody might know something where they know that the stock might pop in price before January 23rd. Now, the only other thing is sometimes they might be buying a put and a call. So before I would go after that strike, I want to go to the put side and I want to see if I see any unusual options activity on the put side. So I would go to the put side, I would go to the volume, and I want to see if there's anything like 16,000 over there as well, because they may be buying a strangle or a straddle. And if they're not buying a strangle or a straddle, and I don't see 16,000 over there, we say that this is a call to put ratio. There's more calls being bought than puts. All right. Anybody confused at what, for you guys that are buying options, anybody confused on what we are looking at right now? Go ahead and put it in the comment section. So, Wesley, have you taken that? Have you taken that trade?
Well, normally I would, but I did this before, and before the New York Open, like a day before, and it just tanked. And I'm wondering if institutions drive these contract prices up to get to set a trap for us.
Well, sometimes they know if they see it like that, they may drive it down so that they can buy more. So it might be the opposite.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because they can, I don't want to say they, but the options market can really manipulate the price. So what I usually do in a situation like that is I won't buy everything at one time. So I would buy some contracts now. I'll wait out a week. and then I'll buy more contracts, and then I'll wait a week, and then I'll buy more contracts as it starts to come down, especially if the stock price is still going up. Because what matters is that, if as long as the stock price is on its way up to that particular strike price, that's the only thing that matters to me, because it's all gonna balance out by the 23rd anyway. So let's look at the chart. So if I was looking at the chart, that's the week chart. So I'm gonna go all the way down to a clean day chart, and I kind of want to see what's happening on the day chart. And on the day chart, the 23rd is what? Today's what? The 18th. You got till Friday?
Wednesday? Oh, Friday, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's breaking out. You see what I'm saying? Now, can we get the 23? I don't know. That's going to be a very nice push. For 5 days, it's going to have to go up, every day. Especially, let's see what the ATR is for this particular stock.
It's 158. You taught me well.
$1.58?
Yes, sir.
Is the ATR. So even if it pushed $1 each day, even if it was going up and down, if it goes, let's say it pushes $1.50, comes back, 50 cents, go up $1.50, come back 50 cents. You figure if it can go up $1, $2, $3, $4, you are pushing it. It is looking like it's gonna have to go to the max to get to that 23. So what you're banking on is you're really banking on some news coming out during the week and making it spike. And when you see that spike, do not wait until Friday. If it spikes, you got to go ahead and sell that thing if you see that spike, in my opinion, because the expiration date is so close. So this option expires on Friday. The stock price, guys, the stock price right now is at $18. So for you guys that can't see the screen, and I wish Thinkorswim was better at this. I gotta call them up and say, look, for people that are educating, we need the price and the name of the company to show up on the back so that you guys know what we're looking at. So this is $18, and I think I put a comma. Sorry about that. But y'all know what it means. $18 right here.
I was looking at this as a day trade almost.
Yeah, so
mine is crossing the 20 EMA.
Oh, it is using the 5 and the 13 cross. So let's pull up my 5 and 13. And I mean, it's bullish. I mean, I give it to you. It's bullish. It's just, first of all, we're 7 or 8, 9 days in on this move. You see that? So the 513 cross happened on January the 6th. On January the 6th, I probably would have been in this trade on January the 7th. And looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember my 10 candle strategy? We 10 candles up. So you're really trying to push it for another 4 days, which it can do. It's just that it really looks like you're gonna have to wait until like maybe Friday with the ATR, unless some great news comes out. Some news comes out before that Friday expiration. All right. So somebody also may have been in this trade and they need the prices to come up. And I don't know, when did you see those unusual options hit?
That was today.
Okay, so you saw you saw it today, but you didn't see when they actually started to go up. You just so happened to be in this trade.
Correct. Yeah. I have a note on TradingView that unusual contract was like 6,000 at the same one.
Gotcha, and it just is steadily going up.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
So
bro.
I hope the best for you, but you are pushing it. You are pushing it.
I'm here to learn.
All right, but that is a good trade. I wish it was 2 more weeks out, but yeah, you are pushing it. And you know what I would also do is anytime you see unusual options activity at that particular strike, look and see what's going on the week after and 2 weeks after that too. Because sometimes it just might not hit that week and then it'll hit the following week.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. No problem. No problem. All right. Krista, what you got for me?
Cool.
How you doing?
I'm awesome. Thank you. Bear with me because I'm driving. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, cool. So, as you know, I bought my first share ever in silver.
Yes.
And
Congratulations.
now, well, I'm up 100%, which is dope.
That's wild for your first purchase to be up 100%.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So now I'm considering, a short option. Now, bear with me because I'm new, and I wanted to get your feelings on a short option in silver.
Okay. Why do you want to take a put in silver? If you don't mind me asking.
No, I don't mind at all. Number one, I hate to say that I feel really good about testing it in silver.
Okay.
And it would just be one contract.
Okay.
God, I hate to educate myself on something so volatile,
Right.
but it's just like, ugh,
Well,
really want to try it.
Well, what I would do is, first of all, whatever you put into silver, just make sure that you put that to the side. In my opinion, if I was to go if I was up 100% and then I wanted to take a put on the same thing that just gave me all of those profits, what I would do is, first of all, make sure that I'm not tapping into any of my profits. So I probably want to take a quarter of whatever I made in profits. And then I would use that as the put. Now, are you going to be long in silver and just taking a put in another account? Or are
Yes.
you? Oh, okay. So you're going to stay in silver. You just want to take a.
That's right.
Okay. So what she's doing, guys, is what they call a hedge. So hedge funds were created for this reason. They want to stay in particular assets that they're in, but they don't necessarily want to sell them, because once they sell them, they may have to, pay taxes on those gains. Or if they're in that particular asset, they may want to continue getting the dividends in that particular asset. So what they would do is they would open up another account, and they can also do it in the same account, and they would hedge the account by betting against it. So even if silver's going up and you're betting on it going down, it kind of evens out, because if one account is making, let's say, $1,000, and then another account, let's say silver drops in price, and that account you're losing $1,000, but then you're betting on silver going down in another account where it's making $1,000. It literally keeps you right where you are. That's what they call a hedge in a particular company. So let's look at the hedge. If I was to take a put option in silver, do you know how long you want to go out? Do you want to go out 2 weeks? Do you want to go out 3 weeks, a month?
I would go out 2 weeks.
You would go out 2 weeks? All right, cool. So let's pull up the silver options. So again, I'm going to pull up the silver options. I wish I could take a snapshot of it. I'll try to make it as big as I can so that you guys can see it. So we're going to pull up silver. And when I pull up silver, you guys are looking at the silver chart right now. All right. So if you notice, silver is going straight through the roof. It is on fire. It is the hottest commodity that's out right now. In fact, it hit an all-time high just 3 days ago. All right. So this is a trend line, and this is a short-term trend line, and we're looking at a day chart. A lot of you guys are going to know what charts I'm looking at just by looking at the color of my moving average. That moving average, anytime you see that it's blue, maybe 100% of the time, I'm probably using a day chart. If you see that it's gold, now interestingly enough, I use a gold line on my week chart, and I also use it on my intraday trading chart. But because we're not talking about intraday trading, anytime you guys see a yellow line, it's probably the week chart where we're looking at a longer term investment or a longer term trade. But when you're looking at the blue line, that's the default setting. I'm usually talking about we're talking about day to day and seeing what it's doing short term. Now, short term, we are breaking a trend to the downside. Short term can be 10 days. Okay. So what Krista notices is that it's going down in price. Now, I just sold all of my silver, so I understand why she's getting out. I didn't even hedge, guys. I just sold all of it, except like one share. All right. So, so I'm still in it with like one share for like 81 bucks. What did you say?
Oh, that's why I'm going to do it separately in the hood.
Oh,
and
yeah,
just leave the other positions.
Exactly. So as you can see, guys, silver went up in price. It's now breaking a trend. Now, if you look at the chart, it's just stair stepping up. Now, can it go down in price? No. Now, here's the interesting thing. People are saying, well, why are you going to bet against silver? Think about it, guys. She's going to be long and short at the same time. She's basically just trying to keep the profits that she has, and she's cool with not making any money because one account's going to go up, one account's going to go down. All right. So, until silver starts to let us know if it's going to break out or not, if it breaks out to the upside, great. She'll just lose all of her money in her put, and she's already in silver in stock. So it will just go. Is the silver in stock, or is that an option also? Yeah. You said you bought your first share. Yeah. So silver should continue to go up in price, which will surprise us. All right. Just make sure that you don't make sure that your put is not the same amount of funds that you have in your long position in silver. All right. That's the only thing. I would say not do. All right. So let's look at the options in silver. So you want it to go 2 weeks out. So today's date is the 18th. So so Friday would be the 23rd. So we're going to look at maybe 29th. We're going to look at maybe 30th options, or maybe even February 6th. All right, so we're going to look at the 30th and the 6th, and we're going to look at puts, guys. So we're going to look at January the 30th, but we're going to look on this side of the chart. And on that side of the chart, if she wanted to buy a put in silver, the most volume, guys, is sitting at the 80, which is wild. On the put side, you have options at the 83 strike, and you have option puts at the 80 strike. So I don't know which one you would choose, in my opinion, or you can go with at the money. At the money strike it has decent volume, but the most volume is sitting at the 83 strike and the 80 strike. If she decides to buy a put for January the 30th, it's going to cost $485. To get an idea of how much money you can make, guys, if she has let's just say she paid for one put that's $500. So it's $500. To this line right here. Now, this number isn't going to be exact. It's going to be it kind of gives you an idea of how much you can make. If this put goes from $81 or let's say the stock price goes from $81 all the way down to $74. Well, $81 minus $74, guys, is $7. She could possibly make $700 on this put. $700. So where did I get that number from? Well, you're controlling 100 shares. If it moves $1, for every dollar move, you make $100. So if it moves $7 to the downside, betting on it going down, she'll make $700, even though even though the put was only $500. So she can make another 100% return in another account betting on silver going down if silver drops in price. Now, let's say silver doesn't drop in price and it just rises $10 more. The only amount of money that she's going to lose is going to be the $500. She's renting it. She's renting silver for about 2 weeks to see if it can drop in price. If it doesn't drop in price, that's great. She'll lose the $500, but her stock that she's already in is going to go up in price. So when I'm hedging my accounts, I like them to be, I don't always want them to be 1-to-1, but I would buy enough puts that can balance out what's happening in the stock. So if the stock, so I would have to have at least 100 shares of silver if I wanted to buy a put of silver. So if I'm controlling 100 shares with one put, then it's probably because I own 100 shares of silver outright. If I own 1,000 shares of silver, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You can still go with one contract, but I never make the put. Like if I only own 50 shares of silver, it's rare that I'm going to go buy a contract betting against it, in the options world, if you guys understand what I mean. So I have to at least have 100 shares or I won't go over that particular number, because it defeats the point of being able to capitalize on that stock going up in price. Unless things are just catastrophic and they're just bombs going off everywhere and you're like, nah, Joel, I'm riding this put until it goes down as far as it can, and that's fine. But that's how I would approach it. Cool.
Okay.
All right. And guys, can you guys hear Krista in the comment section? Let me know if you guys can hear her clearly in the comment section, because every now and then, okay, yep, you guys can. Great. Now, if you want to come up and ask a question, you can come up and ask whatever question you have. This is what this is for, so that you can come up, ask the questions in front of the group, get a chance for everyone to know who you are. If you have a business out there that you want to shout out, you can do that as well. I will allow y'all to do that during these sessions as well. So I don't know how to let you down, Krista, but if you want to okay, you let yourself down. That's fine. Cool. Any other questions? Anybody else want to come up? You want to come up, my favorite 4 journeys? I know you got some questions. You just bought Bitcoin. I want you guys I want you to tell us about your experience buying your first asset. I'm going to pull you up here even if you don't want to come up. Hold on, I'm gonna I'm playing around with these controls. Let me go out there and request for you guys to come up again. Hold on. Where you at, Auntie? All right, I'm gonna put out request again. If you don't want to come up, that's fine. I just want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity. Some of you guys don't know where you actually go to come up.
Okay.
You're up?
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Okay. Yes. I've always been professionally employed, and so I've always trusted the guys sitting outside of the cafeteria in the nice suits that told me what was best for me. based on some demographics I gave them. So I haven't done bad, but I'm now at full retirement age, and as I'm looking at it, I was saying, I should have listened to you when you sat down with me maybe 10 years ago.
That's fine. You're in it now, and that's all
But
that
I
matters.
decided I would try with the Bitcoin. I said, I know this is not the market for it, but I felt it was a good place to put this little $100 I had burning in my pocket
Okay.
around Christmas time. And so I went just to that cha-ching app.
Okay. Oh, I thought you went to the hood. Okay, so you went so
No,
cheap.
I just went straight to there. I wanted to see quickly. And so
Okay.
I've been following it
Right.
for the year.
Right.
And within 30 days, I've got 626 in my pocket, $6.26.
Hey, but that's cool.
In
That's
my
a six.
pocket.
That's a 6% gain.
Yes.
That's
And
more than
within 30 days.
that's more than any CD that you'll see that's out there right now.
Correct. And so that's my keep it right there and just I pay my oldest grandson since college. I've always committed to pay his cell phone bill.
Right.
But since
Okay.
I now have him to send it back to me every month. And so what I'm doing with it is I'm putting it. I've got it all just sitting in that I've received it. And I think I want to just leave that there and just let that be something for him in about who knows when.
Oh yeah. Just keep, and you got to keep adding to it. Now you got
I'm
to
going to
keep
let
adding.
him add to it. I'm going to let him add that $50 a month.
Okay. Oh man, that is
that
excellent.
that he's
That's
paying me his cell phone bill every month. I really
Ah.
don't need it, and my conscience kind of say, "How could you charge your grandson?" But I agreed to do it during college. He's gotten that degree,
Right.
and now he's on his own. So I think I'm just going to leave it there and see what happens if I left that for him in the next 25 years or so.
Okay.
Well, I won't be paying his cell phone. Well, however long he decides to pay his share. But anyway, so I am now getting ready to go into a Yahoo.
Yeah. You can
And
say
I
Yahoo.
got-
I haven't gotten in trouble yet.
And I'm trying to decide if I wanted to ask you, but I'm getting ready for this 14-day trip of a lifetime of mine to South Africa
All right.
with two other with my daughter and granddaughter, 3
All right now.
generations.
All right
And
now.
I want to make sure I have enough, to enjoy myself. But I've got this pocket of money that when I come back, I want to decide, should I go ahead with Yahoo Finance or go ahead and invest in the sink or swim?
Okay. Well, it depends on your approach. If you're strictly doing investing and you know that your activity is gonna be week to week, maybe month to month, you're not
Yes,
gonna really be doing options or futures or day trading. You can go the Yahoo Finance option. And a lot of people don't know this. You can open up an account with Yahoo Finance, guys, and also trade on their particular platform. A lot of people don't know that. So you can use Yahoo Finance. I always tell people open up a hood account just because it's one of the most fun, in my opinion, user friendly. If you do decide to do it though, let me know so I can send you a referral code.
Okay, good. All right, so I think I'm going to, because I already have a hood account that's been sitting there with
Okay.
nothing in it for
Right.
7, 8 years.
Right.
Boy, I want to kick myself. But where would you say a beginner, a hood, Yahoo, Sync, with probably no more than investing or no more than playing with 250 a month, 250 a month?
I would say play around with the hood and just I want everyone to use Yahoo Finance so that when we're looking at charts at night, we can quickly analyze these companies within 1 minute, because that's the fastest way that you can find the market cap, the beta, you can find all the information you need so quickly when you open up Yahoo Finance. Thinkorswim Thinkorswim is going to be the best platform, hands down, in my opinion, when it comes to chart reading. And if you want to put yourself on an alert system so that you already know, you're going to already know when the VIX hit 50 because I'm going to call you up and be like, Auntie,
Okay.
buy something
Okay.
today.
Oh, yes. Please let us know.
But,
Okay. That's
but,
inside. That's inside of what you call that? That's nepotism.
right, right. But Thinkorswim has the best alert system because the alert system that I have, guys, I get alerted on my phone in a text thread. So I can go back, like I can be on vacation for a week, not even know that those alerts came in, and I can check my text message thread and I can see every single stock that I put an alert on that went off. Okay, and you can, I don't know how many you can do. I know I probably set, I'm not even lying, I probably set about 10,000 alerts. And I don't know when they expire, but it seems like they're unlimited. So anytime I see a stock at a certain price that I want to buy, I just set an alert for myself, even if I don't plan on buying it. So even when we're having sessions like this and I'm looking at the stocks that you guys are looking at, I'll quietly just sit there and set an alert. And sometimes months would go by, years would go by, and I would get an alert on a stock, and I'm like, why did I just get an alert? But it would be a great buying opportunity for that particular company. So, you know, I want you guys to open up an account with Thinkorswim because I really want everyone to be able to look at these charts the way that I'm looking at it. Because if you're able to do what I'm doing on these charts, investing and trading is going to be so much easier for you. So, congratulations, Auntie. You want to tell them
Thanks.
about what you do on this particular platform because you do also provide a service.
I do. I am my favorite four journeys. And I used to teach TikTok, go live, analytics, and strategizing 7 days a week. But in 2026, I have expanded to all four of my journeys. So now I do TikTok teaching on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And this is all 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I do it in three parts because it is a lecture form class. And then on Tuesdays, I color. I do professional coloring. And then on Thursday, I'm an avid master gardener. I do gardening, and we're getting ready to start our spring and summer gardens inside. And on Saturdays, I card make. I do paper crafting, and we're making cards. And on Sunday, I do Bible journaling. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm on my favorite four journeys, and it's just fun for everybody.
All right,
Thanks
all
for
right.
letting me share.
Yeah, no problem. Make sure you guys are engaging with everyone in this particular community. We're all like-minded individuals, and a lot of people that are here. They're offering a lot. What I love about TikTok is the expertise that we offer on this particular platform. So make sure that you guys are engaging when we're having these super fan sessions because they only happen once, maybe once every week or two. So make sure that you guys are engaging with each other. So I do see some other questions in the comment section. We're going to get to those questions. But next person on the panel, Julian King, you have anything to say, brother?
Hey man, how are
Welcome.
you doing? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Trying to be like you, my friend. I guess my only question was, well, first I'd like to say thank you for taking us all down this journey.
Yes.
With that said, I try to do my best Joel impression. I was looking at INTC, I think that's
Ah,
Intel, and
yes.
I noticed that the 200-day was moving up. I noticed that it hit a 513 cross, and so I
All
decided to
right.
buy my first option.
Okay.
Um, and it hit. I got scared because it hit. It was a 300% increase over 2 days. So I had to
What?
sell. I know. And then I noticed that it was, to your point, it was still in the fifth day of a 10-day cycle, if you will. So I decided to buy
Yes.
another option, and that option hit as well. So it pretty much went
What?
from 40 to, I think it's at $48 right now. My question to you is, do you see it still continue to go up, or do you think that it's going to start to come back down? So I'm not trying to squeeze more blood from the stone, but it was interesting to see this profit by using the Joel method.
Okay. Hold on for a quick second. They're saying that, are you guys all hearing an echo from my part? Or is it just a couple of you guys? If you're hearing the echo, I may grab some earphones real quick. Anyone else hearing an echo? You hear an echo, Julian?
I mean, I hear myself.
Okay. All right. So, all right.
I'm hearing an echo really bad. I think it's because you're getting feedback because you don't have headphones on, but that's up to you.
Okay.
You can try turning
Cool.
your volume down too.
Let me grab my ear. Let me grab my earphones real quick and see how that works.
It's coming from when we speak, but
It's
not
coming from where?
when we speak. We hear the echo, but when you speak, there is no echo.
Oh, it's clear for me, but it's not clear for you guys. All right, cool. Let me grab my earphones real
So
quick
like
and see.
when you speak, it is clear. There
Okay.
is no echo when you speak, but when we speak, we echo.
Okay. Hold on real quick.
Because they hear themselves bouncing back from yours.
Dang, that sucks because they didn't hear any of what my aunt was saying. Oh.
Julian, you took a one. You took a win.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. I've been sitting on the sidelines for a minute, and I was like, let me apply some of this stuff here, and I saw, to what he said, a 513 cross, and I saw two green candles, and I said, let me go ahead and take a shot.
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
Why is my earphones not working?
Just use the plug-in.
All right. Oh shoot! Music just came on. All right. Let's see if this works, guys. Zing, I need some help.
Yeah. What you need? Oh, you need their audio to come through your headphones?
All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Definitely.
Yes.
And
Oh,
you
way
want your
better.
audio to
But
come
Way
through
better.
but now I'm hearing it double back on my.
because it's not coming through your headphones, it's coming through your
Joel, if you turn your external volume down on your computer,
yeah.
as long as you can hear us, I think that's going to help. It's the feedback.
Where's your mute button? Right here.
Do this.
Mm-hmm. And you hear them in your earbuds?
All right. Can you guys hear each other?
I can hear you.
Oh, that
Yeah,
did not
I can
mute
hear.
your
I can hear. I can hear Julian.
But it's
Yeah, I can hear.
Well, that's because it didn't mute your. Sorry, I'm talking all in the. There we go. No, it's still coming out of here. Change it to your earphones.
so do it.
Speaker. Change the speakers to. Your speakers are not even showing. Your earphones are not even showing up on there. Are they connected, babe?
I can hear you.
I know they can hear me. Are your earbuds?
Yeah, I can hear
earbuds
through here.
connected? You hear through here?
Mm-hmm.
Joel, it's not like a really critical issue. We could deal with it.
Okay, great. Keep pushing. Thank you.
Well, it. They're bouncing. They're echoing when they're speaking.
But he said it's not critical.
Not everybody.
Well, I can try with this.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got one more thing I can try. These head. I got one more trick.
This is what happens when you're not on your home setup.
Yeah. When I'm not at home, guys. All right. So
Surprised you ain't watching the playoffs, Joel.
Falcons aren't in it.
Look, I got the TV on.
Ian,
Seahawks,
why
baby.
you into the Falcons like that?
I'm pulling for the Seahawks.
But how do I get it to stop coming out on here?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand what the problem is. So let me, I'm used
And
to a Mac, but
I mean,
oh, what?
you could
Where
click
is
there and when
Where you do it? I can't see.
see.
Did you change this output?
Mm-mm. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2 more minutes.
Okay, here we go. Output, manage sound output.
Y'all can tell this isn't my expertise.
Okay,
All right, we're in business.
headphone.
I mean, but I have it.
But it's still coming through there, so I can't even know what's happening.
Oh, but that's off.
TikTok Studio can just bring its own sound in, even though you have headphones selected, so nothing.
Hello, hello. 1 2 1 2. Yes.
Loud and clear.
Loud and
Yeah,
clear.
it's not you. It's
But I
never
can't
you. It's never
hear.
you. It's your
Well, they're
feedback.
coming through your
From me,
computer.
but from everybody, because I don't hear them.
No, they're not coming through here.
Yeah, well, okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Is it still echoing?
Yeah, but they're just going.
Is it still
Okay.
echoing?
Negative.
They can't hear me?
We can hear
We can
you.
hear you.
No. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes, we're
but
just
some of
echoing,
them
but it's not a big deal.
Your
it's
guests
still echoing?
are echoing.
All right.
But I'm not echoing.
Okay. That's cool. I'll do most of the talking then. Which
Amen.
sucks. I'll fix this next time we're in in my Atlanta studio. Let me try one more thing though.
Here, I'll hit ChatGPT
Hello?
again.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. I am going to.
I'll do that.
All right.
Mute this.
All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Dang, I could. They're still coming in through
Mute
here.
this.
Well, that's the.
That's the computer.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
It's like not.
It's just gonna do
Everybody
it.
by the
Yeah, it's just doing what it wants to do.
Yeah, nothing.
because if we run talking and there's no echo.
Okay, yes. Okay, headphone.
Do this.
Yes. Yes. So the multi-guest for the computer,
All right.
and you were
Can you
coming
guys hear
in.
me now? I think I might have
Yes,
fixed
sir.
it.
Yeah, we
Loud and
fixed
clear.
it. We had to set
Yes.
the guests.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
can
it.
you guys hear it? Can you guys hear each other?
No, we're clear.
Yeah, we're good.
Whatever you just did was perfect.
It was perfect. You fixed it.
All right.
Problem
All
solver,
right.
Joel.
Hey,
Just
Yay,
that was the wife.
Don't know what we do without them.
your wife. Your wife.
All right. All right. And I don't even remember what we did. So
No, I'm saying
you're going to
I
be
was
here for the next one.
enjoying listening to you.
All right. Cool. So Julian was talking about this Intel trade. All right. So let's go to Intel. I lost sound. Okay. You guys are still there?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. This is a glitch.
All right. Cool. All right. Cool. All right. So we're pulling up Intel.
I'm
So
also a
if you
little weary
notice,
because the government bought it, but you know.
that's actually a good thing.
Okay.
Especially this government. This government is all about making money.
They won't
True.
let them fail.
The government for these 4 years, they're doing whatever they want to do when they want to do it. They don't care about the anyway, I don't want to say too much. It's the wild, wild west right now. So Intel is going up in price. All right. It's steadily going up. The 200 day is angled up, which is perfect. Um, and how much was that? I mean, you bought this pretty low, right? You said $20, $10,
No, no,
$30.
I did an option when it was at 40, and then another
Oh,
option when it was at 47.
okay. Cool, cool, cool. So I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, this bad boy's been up for 12 days. As far as the trend, it wasn't up 12 days, but it's doing pretty good. Even if I looked at this on a week chart, I mean, it looks like I'm going to erase everything that we see. It looks like it has now the 200 week is angled down. Now, he was buying this as a trade, guys, so I'm not beating him up. The 200 day was angled up. He's supposed to be trading this to the upside. But it looks like anyone that's in it as, in it with stock, it looks like it's trying to break this resistance. This resistance is going to be really hard because this resistance is from December 2023. So that's how long it's been since Intel was $51 a share, guys. It's been 3 years. All right. So, in my opinion, when it hits that 52 strike, it might sit there for a while. So I don't know what strike you have now. I know you mentioned it earlier.
I got a 47.
Okay, so if you got a 47 strike, you're in the money. And when is it expiring again?
It expires on Friday, this Friday. So it was a 2 week thing.
Okay, cool. So I mean, it's moving. It's moving. In my opinion, with that amount of profits in it, you can do one or two things. Anytime I'm up over 100%, just like I was telling Krista earlier, if I'm up over 100%, I'm gonna take out what I invested because I want this to be a free trade. So, if you invested, I'm just throwing out a number. If you threw 40 in it and it's at 120, I'm going to take my 40 out and you can let the rest ride and see what happens. Or, you can take out what you're happy with and then, letting the rest ride. Or if you're happy with it being up over 2 or 3 times what your investment is, take all the profits. All of those particular situations win. The key thing, guys, is when you take a trade, especially in the options market, you really, really want to try to be up over 100% because if you're not up over 100% minimum, you're gonna have to win 51% of the time to be profitable. So you always want to make sure that you're getting 100% or more, preferably 200 and 300%, because look, he could be wrong 3 times in a row and win 1 time and still break even and have a strategy that only wins 25% of the time. But because he's winning on this particular trade, I would take an option off or another option off. Sometimes it just depends on where I'm at. But there is no one way to get out of profit. You can only answer that. And sometimes it changes depending on how the market is doing. But one consistent thing that I always do is I will always take out what I initially put in, period. And then I'll let the rest run and see what it can do. Cool.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
No problem. No problem. You looking at any other trades, seeing that this one was a very profitable one?
Uh, ALB was one of the stocks, and but yeah, no, I was happy with that INTC.
Okay. So you were looking at what, Albemarle?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So he's looking at Albemarle, guys, which is lithium. So if you're into commodities and into the commodity trade, a lot of people are looking at Albemarle right now and other lithium companies. So that was a real good one. I appreciate it. And that was a good swimmer also, guys. You looking at one of the fastest. What was your stroke? 50 free?
Yeah, 50
Oh,
free,
you can do all
100
of them.
free, 100 butterfly. I was trying to be like you, man. I was always trying to catch you and Reggie.
Yeah. All right, all right. Who do we have next? Uh-oh. Sorry about the connection. I'm in this hotel. Let's see if we come back. Yep, we came back. We're good. It's telling us that the internet is going in and out. Who hasn't you want to speak? G7?
Um, not really.
G7 or what? G7 or Wesley?
Yeah, if you don't
Wesley, you
mind.
good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. What's up?
If there's nobody else in line, can you look at Riot Platforms? I feel a real high conviction on this call.
What's the name of it?
Riot, RIOT, Robert Ida Ocean Tongue.
Oh, Riot blockchain.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So we're looking at Riot. You want to look at the options or just look at the chart?
The options, 19.5 call option is very interesting to me. And
What
just
what date
looks really
though?
good.
What date?
123. January
123.
23.
Okay. Oh, okay. So really fast option. All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna look at. So what I like to do is sometimes, guys, I will look at a lower time frame than the day chart. So I haven't introduced it to you guys yet. So because I'm trying to figure out which one is best for educational purposes. 1 hour chart is going to be a little bit too slow. 4 hour chart is going to be probably right in the wheelhouse, but I've been really liking the 2 hour chart. Okay. So on very quick options like this one, I'm going to pull up a 2 hour chart on Riot. And what you guys, what I also haven't introduced to you guys, if you haven't used this particular indicator and you're on Thinkorswim, I'm going to give it to you. It's called, and it's not in my Thinkorswim chart setup. It's something that I've been using and playing around with for the last probably 90 days. But it's called and it's a ridiculous name, but it's called the FW. It's called actually, I'll put it in the comment section. It's FW underscore MOBO underscore basic, which is the dumbest name, but whatever. I wish they would come up with names that were a lot more simple, but it's called the FW underscore Mobo underscore basic. So if you're using something like an Ichimoku, this is similar to it. Sorry about all of that backfeed, but if you're using something like an Ichimoku, this is kind of similar to it. And what I like about it is that I love to teach where you guys are able to see colors on your chart. So when I'm pulling up a chart like this, you're gonna see green, and it's gonna make you. It's even if you don't want to go long, you're gonna be long just because you're gonna get that green cloud. That green cloud helps with seeing the bullishness of this stock. Right now, it's got you're into a 4-day trend, which is perfect. It's right where I like to be. I want to be in within that first 2 days. If you guys notice, the chart is going green. This is a very fast trade that's gonna be, a trade that's probably within the next 7 days or 5 days. So you have you got your trend going up. Now this is an hour chart. This isn't a day chart. So if I was entering this particular trade, I would feel really, really good about being in this trade on Friday. At least getting a movement, to the upside. I'll switch back to my day chart just to see what's going on with that one.
Yeah, the
Here we
9
go.
EMA is crossing all the higher ones, all of them.
Oh man, yeah, this is absolutely crazy. Now, I am concerned that we're in day 10 on a trend. Okay, So you really, really need to pay close attention to what's happening here. Now, what I like to do, because Riot, guys, is a stock that has a very, very high beta. A lot of the times these high beta companies will run for like 20, 25 days. So you could throw the 10-day move out the window, because when these bad boys start going, especially if it's a meme stock, and a meme stock, meme, guys, are stocks where, when it becomes a search item where people are going on Reddit and everybody's talking about this particular stock and people are just jumping on just to be jumping on, you'll get 20 and 25 and 30-day moves. So I have a list of all the meme stocks that I follow, like a GameStop, and a Riot, and a MicroStrategy. These are different companies that, if you are in options or if you are trading them, when they start to move, guys, they really, really do move. But what I would do is I would go back and I would look at the last time it started moving. Y'all see that move in the middle of our screen? That's like a 30-day move to the upside. So when this bad boy moves, it moves more than 10 days. So I wouldn't really be concerned with the 10-day move, with it being in the 10th day in that particular trend, especially since you're only looking for the next 3 or 4 days to be in it anyway, since the expiration is the 23rd. But I do also want to look at the options and see on the 23rd if we see anything that's unusual that can keep you in this particular stock. And guys, look at the options on, guys, last week, the January 23rd options, guys, are up 400%, which is absolutely insane. So there is a lot of volume on the call side. I mean, it's so unusual. Like, there's a very unusual strike at the 20 strike, which is 19,000 contracts, guys. And we're at 19 now. So we're very, very close to the 20 strike anyway. And then I'm looking a week out to see if it continues into the next week. And it looks like it's starting to build up, well, at the 20 strike also. So that is concerning to me that we're already almost at 20. So in my opinion, if I was trading this, I'm getting out once it gets to 20. Well, the stop price gets to 20. But that's on you. If you decide that you want to wait it out until that Friday. But if I'm up over 100%, I'm definitely taking a couple of contracts off the table, and then I'm going to let the rest run. But the 30th, the 20th, the 20 strike is pretty popular. And then even when I go out to February the 6th, they stop. So I don't know if well, no, there's 980 contracts being bought at the 20 strike. So the 20 strike, 3 strikes out, is what everybody is looking at. So this trade will probably be over at that $20 strike. Cool. You see what I see?
Yes, sir. Thank you. That makes sense.
Okay. Cool. All right. Who do we have here? Teresa Clark. You want to say something, or are you just supporting the panel? Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. Gotcha. Nothing really, just questions. Whatever questions or concerns you have, make sure that even if we're gonna have a consultation in the future, make sure that you come to these lives and ask the questions, any questions that you have regarding the market, because a lot of the times in the comment section, a lot of people will be able to help, but sometimes you can get some of those questions answered or be on the right path, so that when we do have that meeting, you're already comfortable with what we're going to discuss that particular day. Now, I'm going to put it in the comment sections, but for those that are trying to book a consultation with me, I want you guys to go to my email first and go ahead and shoot me an email, because what I'm doing is I've closed off my consultations only for my super fans. All right. Now, just so that you guys know, if you're doing a one-on-one consultation with me outside of the platform, it is going to cost, $50 for 45 minutes. But you can ask me any questions that you guys have regarding the stock market. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, cool. But I'm gonna put where you guys need to go, which is at Calendly. So you're gonna go to www. What is it? Calendly.com slash. Dang, I forgot my Calendly. Calendly.
Slash what we told you. Calendly.com/what we told
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. All right, I'm gonna put it in the comment section. Last time I did that, it didn't allow it to go through, but I think they will allow it to go through during the superfan sessions. But it is calendly.com slash what would Joel do. Calendly.com slash what would Joel do. Now, if you want to shoot me an email, it's Joel at whatwoulddjoeldo.com. I know that's kind of weird, but it is. It's Joel at whatwoulddjoeldo.com if you guys want to shoot me an email. I am putting those consultations in by hand. But those sessions are $50 for 45 minutes. You can ask me any and everything that you want. A lot of people are using those sessions for me to help them set up their Thinkorswim platforms. And if you guys want to set up your Thinkorswim platform on your own, you can go into my, go out of here, go into my profile. When you go, that you guys see in my profile, and you'll be able to find that Thinkorswim chart video that you guys need. That's going to help you set up your charts. And guys, when you're doing a one-on-one session with me, you can bring other people along. I've had a family of like 5 or 6 people doing a consultation with me. So it's just one fee. Bring everybody that you can that needs that particular information, and I'm okay with it, as long as they're in the family and they're there. Don't take advantage of it too much. Cool. Any other questions while you're here, since you're on the panel? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So you're on the right path, and that's all that matters. Thinkorswim. What I like about Thinkorswim, guys, is when you set up a Thinkorswim account, Thinkorswim is gonna give you access to the advanced stuff, but you can always go to, like, if you go to just a regular Charles Schwab app, it's gonna look like a Robinhood app when you're buying and selling things. So it's not gonna be so in your face and so overwhelming. And a lot of people just go there and they'll buy their stock, sell their stock, and they don't really have to look at charts. So even if you open up an account with Charles Schwab, guys, you're gonna be okay. And if down the line you want to be able to have access to the Thinkorswim charts, you can download it on your computer and you can start playing around with it, while you're buying and selling these particular stocks. But I promise you, once you pull this up, it becomes so fun that Thinkorswim also allows you to download this platform on your phone. And with it being on your phone, everything that you draw on your desktop will show up on your phone. Or you can draw things on your phone and it'll show up on your desktop. So, as long as you log in with that same login account, you can go back and forth between your phone and the desktop. And Thinkorswim has a web version. So even if you're out of town and you just want to pull it up on maybe your friend's computer, or let's say you're at work and you want to pull up, and I don't encourage this, but let's say you're at work and you can't download the Thinkorswim platform onto that server, you can go to the web version and still be able, it's not going to look like the desktop and it's not going to save all the information, but you can still go on there. You can, and then you can go home and then pull it up on your regular platform. All right, cool. No problem. Anyone else want to come up?
Yeah, if nobody else wants up, Joel, I could fill in the gap, but I don't want to hog all your time. So if anybody else is in line, then
Yeah. It's no problem. It's no problem. So what I'll do is I'll get to some of the questions in the comment section. And I know there was a couple of people that were driving. Let me go through here and see if I can go back to some of the earlier questions before we get out of here. Got about another 15 minutes. Where is it? Where is she? Ann Barrera said, and I'm sorry about this. Ann Barrera says, I'm at work, so I have to text my question. She asked, do you need to be approved for level 1 or 2 to use Thinkorswim? To use Thinkorswim, you can be a beginner, guys. And from what I understand, you can pull up Thinkorswim if you've never bought a stock ever. Now, there are different levels that they expect you to be to get approved for if you want to be approved to do futures trading or options trading. You can always pull up options charts. I could pull up Forex, options, crypto, whatever. Well, not crypto yet, but options, futures, Forex on the Thinkorswim platform. I can even pull up the paper money account and I can virtually trade all of these things and never have bought any of them, ever in my life. But if you decide that you actually want to put funds into an account and trade options, you definitely have to get approved on the Thinkorswim platform. Now, it is harder, guys, to get approved to do options trading and futures trading on Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is like one of the most advanced, and they have a big name for their sales, and they manage billions of dollars. They want to make sure that the traders that they have on their platform are not only legitimate, but they don't want you to come on there and lose all of your funds. So they do have free classes. I always tell people, take the free options class before you try to get approved for options trading on Thinkorswim, or take the futures class before you ask to get approved to do futures. Now, I always tell people to also open up a Robinhood account. Why? Because Robinhood is probably, in my opinion, the most lax when it comes to approvals. So I definitely want everyone here to get educated, right? Please learn options. Please learn futures before you trade options and futures. But Robinhood is going to have an easier process than Thinkorswim, just so that you guys know, because I know a lot of people have been trying to get approved on the for options and futures with Thinkorswim, and one of the first questions is how advanced you are. And if you say, hey, I'm a newbie and I've never traded futures before, well, they're not going to approve you. They want to make sure that you understand what it is. They don't necessarily want to know if you've ever taken or traded futures before, but they want to know what your understanding is. So I want you guys to be truthful in the way that you answer those particular questions when you go through your approval process on the Thinkorswim platform. All right. Let's see if there's any other questions. Most of the questions is about my sound. I'm glad we were able to fix that, though. Let me see. I think that was pretty much with the questions. Let's look at some of my. Let me make sure I'm right. Let me make sure before we get into some of my favorite plays right now. Yep, that's about it. All right, cool. So, a couple already talked about it before. I'm thinking about. Hold on, it's going back and forth. All right, there we are. We're good. I'm thinking about. I'm looking at for investment purposes because the charts look terrible. I am looking at Netflix. I am looking at Spotify. I am looking at Meta. So those are three that I'm looking at very, very closely. I'm waiting to see what's happening with those particular companies. So if you want to follow my lead, I'll go ahead and pull up Meta charts first. Now, out of all of the Mag 7, the Mag 7 are the top 7 uh, companies and market cap that are out there. Meta seems to be the one that's that's on sale the most. You also have actually I haven't looked at Amazon recently, but I believe Amazon and Meta are the ones that everyone is looking at. Now, right now, the charts look bad, right? It looks like it's going down in value. So remember, as an investment, you kind of want to buy things on sale. So if you're thinking about buying Meta, all right, don't put all your eggs in one basket right now. There is a support level right around 580. Okay. The stock is sitting at 620 right now. So we have about another, let me see how much we have to the downside. We have another 6% to the downside. So I can stomach another 6% to the downside. Why am I also interested in this company? Because Meta's beta is somewhere a little bit over 1. So anytime you see companies with a beta that's not quite 2, that's under 1, they're going to drop, 20 to 35%. Okay? And Meta right now is down about 22%. Okay? So it's down 22% from the highs. We're about, which is crazy. We're about 30% from the moving average. So can it drop another 30%? Yes. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with getting into Meta, down here near this moving average. Now, the $1 million question, am I using the millionaire challenge for this stock? No, I'm not. Until the volatility index jumps above 20 or 30, I'm not going to take 60 to 90 day trades on this stock. I need that volatility to increase so that we can get all the sellers that's going to sell to go ahead and sell their stock. All right. So when I look up the VIX, guys, the VIX is very, very low. Like it just hasn't been selling off. And I don't really think it's going to happen until we get close to April. That's just my opinion because last April, the volatility index spiked last April when Trump started talking about tariffs. So in my opinion, when I'm going through charts and I'm looking at areas where the market really started to feel a little funny, markets always remember the worst periods of the year. Last year, April was the worst month in in a very long time. Well, not a very long time, since that following August. So people are going to remember April again. And if you bought something in April and it's been a whole year, a lot of those people are going to start selling, what they've been in because they've been in it for a year. All right. They're probably going to take those profits and then think about what they want to move into again. So I'm watching a lot of different companies that I'm really starting to salivate over. And Meta is one of them. The reason why I really, really love Meta also is because Meta usually gets it together. They usually will get hit in the face. They'll say Zuckerberg is pretty good at pivoting. So if he sees something that's not working, he usually goes all in and gets rid of it. So he's already said, all right, I'm firing everybody that's involved in the Meta. And I say everybody, but he's firing a lot of people that's involved with the metaverse. And now they're going to spend a lot of attention towards AI because AI is why all these other companies moved up in price as well. And then they're also trying to develop their own GPT. So those are the things that you kind of want to hear. And that's kind of how money works. Money will see money that's in Nvidia and all of these companies that are at the all-time highs. What they usually do is they'll look and see where their buddies are that didn't come up with them. And then that money will rotate out the top and start going into the bottom companies. And I'm starting to feel like that's gonna be one of the moves, in my opinion, in Meta. Now, I don't want everybody to go out there and go all in Meta, because I could be wrong, right? I'm gonna be wrong. I take 10 companies. I might be wrong for one or two of them. 8 of them I'm gonna be right. One or two of them I might be wrong. But Netflix, Meta is one that I'm strongly considering, even though the charts don't look too good at this particular time. And it's just the short-term charts. The long-term chart, if we pull up Meta, the long-term chart still looks extremely well. Not only does it look extremely well, it's still holding this. We did break this trend, but it's holding this trend. Okay. So if we do break through there, we might drop about 30%. If that happens, I believe we'll be in a new bull run for Meta. I actually want that to break. I want it to break. I want it to fall. I want it to get near that $400 area. And then I want hopefully it happens when the VIX spikes. And if the VIX spikes, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the options contracts are going to be very, very expensive. So a lot of people will be taking short-term day trades on it, because the bigger the stock price, the larger the options prices are going to be. Even if I was to go out 6 months right now and look at Meta, and I was to go out to March, they're going to get pricey. They're going to be, they're like $3,200. So one thing I'm going to teach you guys the first week of October is I'm going to teach you guys how to go in here, and instead of buying these straight up calls, I'm going to teach you guys how to buy verticals. And now these verticals are what we call debit spreads. I can now buy an options contract all the way out to March or April, and they're only $400, $500. All right. And I can still make 100% return, 200% return. All right. So I'll be teaching that the very first week of February. That first week of February, I'm going to teach options for 7 days. All right, 7 days, and then I go on vacation. And then a lot of the education that I'm doing, it's not going to, the educational part will probably end, but I'm still going to do the 6 o'clock session. So everyone needs to hurry up so that, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
The education part, yeah. You guys don't see it, but TikTok will pull up something just to make sure. It'll say "speak to the crowd" or something crazy. Just a live host thing. But yeah, a lot of I want everybody to get educated so that you won't get left behind, and that we get into this process so that when I start doing my lives and we're looking at 50 or 100 stocks, you guys will be able to follow along with what we're doing. Now, G7, are you sure you don't have any questions before we get out of here? Because you had a couple of questions the day before.
Yeah, I do, but I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to book you because I don't want to slow anyone down. Listen, y'all, I'm being honest. Options, I'm lost, totally lost. I can't.
Okay.
I don't know. Like when you're talking, I cannot figure out when you're talking about the options.
Gotcha.
I understand buy what everyone else is buying. I understand that. I'm kind of confused on how I would know what to choose besides buying everything that buying what everyone else is buying. I think that's
Gotcha.
option. I think that's option. Now, when you go to something else, I'm lost.
Okay. So all right. So let's just break that. Okay. Let's just make it super simple. What is something that you're interested in buying right now? Anything. It could be anything.
Bank of America.
Bank of America, right? So all you should be doing is, I know that it can get really, really fast and we can see what other people are doing. That's great. Everybody's path is their own path. All right. And I want you to understand that some people are going really, really fast. Some people are going really, really slow. A lot of people are doing it all at the same time. So if I was to pull up Bank of America, the only thing that matters to me when I'm pulling up Bank of America is A, is it a bullish or a bearish company, right? So if I pull up Bank of America on Yahoo Finance, depending on if you want to buy it or not, the next question is, do you want to trade Bank of America or do you want to invest in Bank of America? What would that answer be?
I want to trade. I already have investment. I already have it as an investment. So
Okay.
I'm trying to learn how to trade.
Uh-oh, you're kind of going in and out.
Oh, I said I'm trying to learn how to trade. And when you say
Okay.
trade, are we talking about options? Because option is a form of trading, intraday, swing trading. So I don't know any of that. All that for
Well, think about this. Options are basically just another way of trading that stock. It's just giving yourself more leverage. So it's really not one or the other. It's some people are going to use cash to trade Bank of America by buying the stock. Some people are going to buy it in options. It's just like Krista did. Krista bought silver outright in stock, and she's invested in it. But she said, you know what? I think I want to short term trade it to the downside. So I want to give myself a little bit more leverage by going into the options market. Now, do you have to do that? Mm-mm. She decided to go into the options market because she's going to get 100 times the buying power that she would have normally done with regular stocks. So what you guys are going to decide when you guys come into this game is A, how much money are you working with? And with with those particular funds, how do you want to handle it? So I always tell people when they're coming into this game, you should have the 90-10 rule in effect. 90% of your assets should be invested somehow in the market, whether it's a 401k, IRA, and most of us are already set up that way. 10% you should be thinking about, in my opinion, trading it, right? And then there's different ways of trading it. Are you going to trade it in pure stock, where you're buying 10 or 15 companies and you're just, you're watching them and you're getting in and out? So the next question I would ask you is, if you decided that you wanted to trade because you said you already have your investments are in place, if you had to pick a perfect amount of time where you can buy something and then you can sell it and be out of that particular trade, what is that time frame? Like, realistically? And you can throw any number out there.
I'm going to say a week.
Okay. So if you're trading 7-day to 10-day trades, that's perfect. Now we're getting down into the nitty-gritty. All right. So then my question would be, and this is a question you're going to have to ask yourself, depending on the amount of money that you're going to be using to trade. All right. This is going to determine what you want to do. If you're trading pure stock and you want to be able to get in and get out, okay, you may be able to make anywhere from 2% to 10% on a 7-day basis. Okay. So if I'm trading $1,000, I have to be realistic and say the most I can probably make with that $1,000 in a week is like $100. So if those types of numbers is not realistic for you and you need more gain, then you probably want to go into the options market, which is going to give you a little bit more bang for your buck. Okay, just like Julian was talking about earlier. Julian said, hey, look, I took an option play where I was looking at Intel. I was trading with $40 And that $40 might have been worth $120 in 7 or 10 days. So, if that's too much beta, you might, you have some people that are like, Joel, the options are too fast for me, the stocks are too slow for me. So maybe I want to trade maybe the futures market, which is something that you're going to have to learn, where I can make about a 10% return a day. So now my $1,000 can make me $100 a day. And so many people, when they get into 7 to 10 day trading, they trade the futures market first because the futures market is going to give them a little bit more control. Your job, in my opinion, is to learn all of them. And as you learn all of the different fields, it's going to help you determine what you like doing, because everybody's not going to know what they actually like doing until they do it. It's kind of like if I was forming a basketball team and I brought in 5 kids. A lot of the kids love basketball, but they don't know if they're a center yet. They don't know if they're a point guard. They don't know if they're a shooting forward or a shooting guard. So it takes time to kind of figure out what you like doing, but you have to learn the different areas. So, in my opinion, right now, I mean, in your opinion, right now, after hearing what I just said, are you probably going to be more of a pure stock trader, or is options something that you're probably going to want to learn?
I think it would be options because I've been in stock for a while, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it's not giving me the return without that long wait. Now it's legacy, or my
Yes.
it's not bad, like, but it's not bad to me. My stock is like set it and forget it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really trade my stock. I don't do that. Um, my stock actually hold it for 2 years, stuff like that. But now that's a long wait. That's a long wait.
Gotcha.
So now I'm looking for something like in the meantime, I need to be trading. But now, like again, like you said, but what type of trading? And this is what I don't know. I don't want nothing highly risky, you know. I don't want nothing too risky. But then again, I know you say no risk, no reward. But I try to balance this out. And the other half is I know I don't know what I do. So that's why I'm sitting here learning. Because I
Gotcha.
don't touch any of my investments. Anything that I do, like all my investments is investments. I gotta work with something fresh for me. So anything that I do is going to be coming out of my pocket and not from my investment.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah. So you just got to get on the bandwagon and learn these options. Come to class, learn these options, or do a one-on-one with me,
I'm going to
and
do
we
it.
can get you on the right path. And you definitely want to get educated before you start. You want to be getting educated and opening up your accounts at the same time. But just like anyone else, the options is the Indy 500 of trading. So you really, really want to be going through the process, right? You really want to be able to look at charts like this, pull them up, and kind of read, what you're seeing. Stick with the day chart, stick with the week chart, or play around with that Yahoo Finance. And then you gotta do that like 10 to 15 minutes a day. And then it's gonna become comfortable. You're gonna get comfortable with being able to pull up these particular charts. A lot of guys are, in a week's time, they're going from not understanding what a stock is to being able to pull up these particular charts, and they're like, oh my god, it's just like reading any type of graph. And again, I don't want to discourage anyone. Everyone needs to go at their own pace, but we have to put in that 10 to 15 minutes so that we can kind of understand what's happening. And don't be afraid to ask for help, if you're not getting it as fast as everyone else. Guys, it took me a very, very long time to understand what all this stuff is about. I make it look easy now, but I had a rough time doing it, and I didn't have anybody that can tell me, hey, this is what this is what that is. I had to do that on my own, and I don't want you guys to go through that process. Cool?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do a one-on-one. You know that. I have to.
All right. I got you. Just hit me, email me, and then we'll set up something.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
you're one of my biggest supporters too. So just email me, and then we'll work out something.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on out of here. I got a party that I gotta go to. That's why I'm here in New York. But I'm gonna do these once a week. Uh, I'm gonna do these once a week. Preferably on Sundays. Come with any and every guys. Do not feel embarrassed what these sessions are for. I don't care if you come in here and you're like, Joel, what the heck is a stock? All right. I want you guys to come up. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I want you guys to come up, ask those questions. That's what these sessions are for, so that we can come up, we can interact with each other. A lot of the times, a lot of your questions can get answered in the comment section. There's a lot of people that are here that are brilliant when it comes to certain areas of the market, and they might need help in certain areas. All right, and that's why they're here. I'm pretty good at all of the areas, right? So I can talk to a futures trader, I can talk to a forex trader, a stock trader, a cryptocurrency person, a trader, or an investor. Thank you guys for the hats. I can talk to different individuals and understand that extra oomph that they need. But in the long run, guys, I want to make sure that we all, I know it seems like it's a lot, but it's not. I know it seems like it's a lot, but it's not. Keep coming to class, and I promise you it's going to click. And you're going to be like, oh my God, like what I was afraid of or what I was scared of, I just had to go in there and just do it. I had to just go in there, download the charts, and play around with it one day. And once I played around with it, it was like a video game. And I was like, oh my God, all the different features and things that I can do on this platform that I didn't know actually existed. And then that's when it becomes fun, guys, and you start, getting those gains that you guys have been looking for like years. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock sharp. Bring your questions at those 6 o'clock sessions as well, because as we start going day by day, if you miss 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you might get left behind. I don't want to leave anyone behind. I want you guys to be able to come see what we're talking about, be pulling up charts or pulling up your charts while we're talking about them and discussing those particular stocks, because it may be a stock that you may want to invest in. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys for all the support. I'm happy that you guys came. I thought it was only going to be like 2 or 3 people on, especially since I don't have my normal studio in place. But thank you guys for some of those stock tips. Hey, look, Wesley and Julian, look, I'm looking at some of those plays as well. I love when you guys talk about your positions that you're in, because every now and then I might jump in that same option as well. I haven't really seen any options that I really like at this particular time. Usually when the year starts, I let all the information come in, and I kind of try to get a feel for what the market is actually trying to do. And I usually start going hard right after my birthday in February. So right around mid-February, I start going really hard in the market, and I usually go really hard while I'm playing golf. So I'm golfing, trading, and then right around October, when golf season ends, right after everyone has gains for the whole year, and we start selling off, some of the trades that we have, I start going in education mode, and this happens year after year after year. October, November, December, January, February, I'm usually educating. February, March, all the way through October. All right. I'm trading and I'm golfing, and we're having sessions like this where we're talking about our different plays, right? And then, I start educating again. Now, in between those times, I am doing one-on-one consultations with you guys. And I am giving you guys first dibs on those consultations. Now, if you go to Calendly right now, everything is closed off. Everything is closed off or everything is booked out. So what I'm doing is I want to make sure that you guys are emailing me personally and saying, guys, I want to do a consultation. Are you available on these particular dates? And then I'm opening up those dates for you guys. All right. And only you guys because you're super fans. But right after about March or April, I'm gonna open it up back to the public again. All right. So just so that you guys know where I'm at and what I'm doing, I want you guys to make sure that there's full transparency. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Sunday. I don't even know what's going on with the game. I think it's like the third quarter. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.